Good evening and welcome to Success in the City. My name's Helen Webster. I'm with the lovely
Rachel Walker
and the one and only
Hiren Patel.
Hey! So, as you can see, we are live on location. We're in Rachel's house. So Rachel's our co-presenter for tonight. Thank you for joining us.
Okay.
And the one and only has arrived in the building. How are you, mate?
Oh, it's been a while, hasn't it? It's been a long time.
How long has it been?
July 2017 was when I disappeared, so almost 7 years ago.
But we've seen you since then.
I don't think so.
No.
Haven't
No.
we?
No.
Because the memory flashed up on our
Last week.
of when we went to
Oh,
Revolution to Kumon and we all woke up
yes.
with the maracas in our pockets.
no. So actually, I tell a lie. We did meet. I think it would have been in 2018 or 2019. I came to do a Domino's store.
You did.
You did.
Yes. And we met and had some dinner and yeah.
Drinks
And
and
a quiet night.
didn't get out alive.
It was a quiet night, yes.
Just about, it's just about.
And, that was a while ago.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then
That's the wrong one.
the infamous
There it
2020
is.
happened, and
Yeah.
that's it. And now we're back again.
And so he's literally just walked in through the door, so we haven't seen each other. So we're just having a little catch up live as we go along.
Might as well, why not?
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
As we do in Scotsland.
As
yeah.
we do indeed,
that's
yeah.
it,
So lots of people will already know Hiren. For those who don't, we'll find out lots more about him as we go along.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're just going to do a little shout out to the kids. Any little people who've done amazing things this week.
Oh, epic.
Okay. Are you going to shout out first or me too?
No, you can go first.
Okay, I'm going to shout out to you all too. So I'm going to shout out to James and Hannah Walker. We had a lovely Friday evening, didn't we? We went to see Shrek the musical in the Empire. And for their first time in the theatre, they were really good, weren't they?
They were.
They were really good. And Rach and I had a great time as well.
Excellent. Yeah.
So who are you shouting out to?
I will give a shout out to a not so little person, but George, our trainee in work, who is just amazing and has been a godsend since he started. He's sick this week, so hope you're feeling better, George.
Oh,
Looking
get well,
forward to
George.
having you back.
Yeah, well, George, well done. We love it when young people get a good shout out.
They
Because
do,
they do
yes.
get a bad name, don't they? So,
They do.
Good shout. Have you got any little people? Young people
Yes,
in-
my niece and nephew.
Yes.
I will give a shout out to them. So Angelina is 5.5 and Leo is going to be 4 soon.
Oh,
Yes. I'll give a shout out to both of them. Angelina, because she can now count up to 30, which is awesome.
Brilliant.
And Leo, I give him a shout out because I like messing with his OCD when it comes to cars. Yeah, so he gets all his cars out, puts them in color order, and then the last year or so he's been putting them in color and size order as well.
And then Uncle
then-
Hiren
And then
appears
Uncle
and
Hiren
misses
just
them.
messes it, and the first time it's no, he. The second time it's like no, he, and then the third time it's a great big shout, no.
Yeah.
So
Get
yeah,
off me car.
yeah, and that's when I start laughing.
I'm with Leo on that.
Are you?
Get
Yeah?
off your car.
Get off the car.
Get off
yeah, I
the
think
car.
I am as well.
Oh, and his favorite color is blue as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
well done. Lovely, Leo. Well done.
Lovely, Leo.
So I think we might have a little comment because I haven't clicked on that one. Fame at last, Rach. My
Oh.
Uncle Ron's listening in.
Hi, Uncle Ron.
Yeah. And hopefully I'm going to see my Uncle Ron tomorrow. Hopefully,
Nice.
yeah, we're going to have a little coffee in Waterstone, so that'll be lovely. Success this week, something cool that's happened to you. I know that you're here, which is cool. But a success that's happened. Do you want me to go?
Now go.
You go.
I finally got to meet up with my auntie after 1.5 years and have
Yes.
afternoon tea, so that was quite successful.
Lovely,
I had a very
Nice.
nice afternoon.
lovely. And it was nice for everybody to be together.
It was, yeah, and she was made up because she's not seen everyone in a long time, so that was quite nice.
Oh, gorgeous. The gorgeous Auntie Marie.
Very good.
A nice little success for you.
Today, actually, at work. So, yeah.
Are you working down here? Is that why you're here?
Yes, I'm here
Okay.
doing a shop fit out. So, yeah, the tasks I was allocated, I completed early in time. And it should have taken 2 days, but yeah.
But
So
you're
with
on
the,
fire.
no, and with the help of a couple of my colleagues. So yeah, we got it
Okay.
done.
We'll let them. We'll give them a little shout.
We'll give them a shout out.
Yeah. And we had a lovely day on Saturday.
We did.
We went to Loggerheads and we had a lovely little walk along the River Allen. And the kids were amazing. So we did 5.5K.
Nice.
And they didn't get tired till probably the last K, maybe.
Yeah.
Little, and they had like wellies and things, but they'd been in puddles. It was ace, so they were like rotten dirty, which was
Love
great.
it. Love it.
So yeah, so that was, I think, a little success was that we had a lovely weekend of seeing everybody and just having a nice little recharge, which
And
is
we
lovely.
dodged the rain.
And we dodged the rain. We
That's
did, which was
Good on
good.
you. Did you take your brollies just in case?
No.
No. Goldie.
Come on, Hiren.
I've forgotten what it's like to be up here.
Yeah, you're up north now, mate. Yeah, we don't
Toughen
take
up,
brollies.
toughen
Yeah,
up,
come
yeah.
on. Yeah. Okay, cool. And then we played this or that.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to ask Hiren this or that.
Ooh.
All right, you can only pick one for the rest of your life.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
so it's like that's how serious.
That's
it
how
is.
serious it
Yeah,
is.
it's proper
Yeah.
like dead serious.
Okay.
Okay, do you want to go first?
Yeah, sunny holiday
Mhm.
or winter holiday.
It'll have to be sunny holiday.
Hmm.
Yeah. See, I like them both, but
You can only have one for the rest of your life.
okay. Well, it'd have to be a winter holiday then.
Hmm.
Yeah, because of the penguins and the polar bears.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I want to like see them, and
Yeah,
I want them to see me as well.
they will. They'll be like eyes on you.
Yeah, imagine a polar bear like
He looks
eyes on you,
tasty.
and like yes, he saw me. Yes, that's the result.
He looks nice.
Yeah.
And Charlie's over there as well, so I'm going to go ask Charlie: summer holiday or winter holiday?
Winter because of the skiing.
Ooh.
Winter because of the skin. I'm with Charlie on that. I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the opposite.
100%.
Hot, because I'm always cold.
Yeah. Except when you're in the theatre on a Friday. It's the
Yeah.
first time that Rachel Walker has ever been hot was in the Empire Theatre.
No way.
It's roasted me. So I was like, oh, never heard her say that.
That might be an age thing now. Though.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
So I'm going to say hola to Julio, who is listening from Argentina.
Hola.
Hola. Buenas noches, I think, yeah. It's nighttime, maybe there,
Yeah.
maybe not. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm going to ask you,
Mhm.
okay. It's National Pet Day today.
Okay.
Okay. Would you rather have a goldfish or a budgie?
Budgie.
Oh, would you? A
Yeah.
budgie. Charlie, a goldfish or a budgie?
Definitely a budgie because you can have a conversation. Can't
A budgie to have a conversation with.
Mm.
Rach, neither.
But if I had to choose, a budgie.
A budgie, would you?
Yeah, I like birds more than
Yeah.
fish.
Oh, I don't
yeah.
have a fish. I'm
Yeah.
going to do anything. They're just like.
Oh no, they're hard.
But they're quite chilled, aren't they? When you're swimming, they're quite nice to watch.
They're hard to
Also
look
in the
after.
party, from our last experience, from our last golf.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
have them have a party with grown-ups around and let
No.
them feed it. Yeah, cool. Okay, one more this or that, and then we're going to hand it over to Hiren to tell him what he's been up to.
Oh.
I know.
Do you prefer? Let me think. Spanish food, as in going out and eating it, or making it.
Ooh.
Mm. Making it. Yeah, making it.
Making it.
Making
Oh, I'd
it.
rather eat it that someone else has made for me.
Yeah.
How about you, Charles?
Yeah, definitely eating it.
Yeah, Charles going to eat it. Me and Charlie go in the restaurant. What about you?
Well, I've tried making it and it was disastrous.
Okay.
So I think eating it.
Just
Eating
eat
it,
it.
yeah.
Nice.
Okay, have you got this or that you want to give us a one? We'll let you, Charlie, have a little think. Okay, we'll let him have a think. So I'm going to do one. Okay. Would you rather be invisible for the day
Oh, yeah.
or be able to walk through fire?
I'd say be invisible for the day.
Mm.
Mm.
To be
Yeah.
nosy, like.
I like people watching, but then maybe I can people watch without them knowing I'm watching.
Yeah, nosy.
Not like no, come on. Okay. I love you. Yeah,
What about you,
change.
Yeah, I think I'd like to people
Be
watch,
invisible,
be
yeah.
invisible.
Rachel's nosy,
Nosy,
Hiren's nosy.
nosy.
What about you, Charles?
Pass on that one.
Oh, Charlie's passing on that one. Okay, I'd rather walk through fire because imagine like just walking out like that and everyone be like, "Wow,
Yes.
shut the front door, look how cool that
I
is."
know, yeah.
Isn't it? So yeah, I think
Or
I
you
like,
could rescue people, I
I
suppose.
could rescue people, of course.
You could, yeah.
I'll go through what? Yeah, just for rescuing people.
Yeah.
Um,
Charlie's going to be dead good and rescue people. I want it for like people going, "God, no, wait,
Check her
look how
out.
shallow I
superhero.
am." Yeah, Charlie wants a superhero cape.
You just want to be shallow, yeah.
I'm just dead shallow. Yeah, cool. All right, okay, we've done this or that. We're going to quickly do a red face moment.
Oh.
Something slightly embarrassing that's happened to you this week. Okay, I'm going to go first. I've got two. So the first one, I went to get my car valeted on Sunday.
Okay.
So I tidied it all up, threw everything away, right? And I thought, that's all right. And as I drove down, I said to the friend, I'll just leave it for an hour. I'm going to go and get the dog. And he was like, just going, oh, it's very dirty. It's very, very dirty. And I was like, I thought it was like quite clean because I like cleaned it before I took it. So it's like,
You cleaned it before you took it.
I didn't hoover it, but I like got rid of all the rubbish. And then he was just like, he just kept on going, oh, very dirty, very dirty. And I was like, oh, I thought it was like quite clean.
So you're not going back there again to get
Yeah, no, they're amazing. They're
Yeah.
good. And then the best red face was from Phil. So
Okay.
he come in last week. So he's been on site and he was in somewhere that was quite muddy.
Okay.
And he had rigger boots on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was walking back over the side to the car and he had his rigger boots on. And he stepped in like mud and the mud sucked his boot.
Oh.
And he took his foot out and then put his sock in the mud, but it went up to his knee. And as he spun round to put his foot in, it sort of come out. he said, all the lads from the site were all just at him and, so that's his red face, but I just thought it was boss.
Brilliant.
When he come in, I was like, I'm having that for the
Yeah.
show. Have you got a red face?
I've actually, but I can't beat Phil and his
No,
rigger
Yeah.
boots.
no.
So, other than today, I walked out the wrong keys and couldn't lock up the office and had to get Mike to come from his dinner and lock up for me and wait while he arrived. So, hence why I was late.
That's a good one.
That's a good
Have you
one.
got a red face?
I did, but it happened last week.
That's all right.
And so I was stopping traffic, so a forklift truck that we had a delivery from could drive the wrong way down the road to get back to his truck. And I stood in the middle of the road, stopping the traffic. And as the forklift truck went past and I let the traffic go, I took half a step backwards, tripped on the curb, and luckily the lamppost behind me stopped me from falling. And then as a van driver came past me, he just shook his head and I just couldn't stop laughing. And I swear, if that lamppost wasn't there, I
You were
would have
just
gone
like-
like straight on my arse. Yeah, straight on my butt. Yeah. But yeah,
Amazing.
that was a red face moment. Yeah.
I like that.
Nice.
Good
Yeah.
one. That's a
But
good one.
fortunately, because I have a brown skin, you can't tell I go red. So
You go a little bit darker. on
just
the
a bit
cheeks.
dark on the cheeks, yeah.
A little bit of an eye water.
That's it, yeah.
Amazing. Boss, so for those who don't know Hiren used to live in Liverpool. He's an honorary Scouser, aren't you?
I have a
David
certificate
Alonso.
for it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, a friend I used to work with in a charity, the month before I left, she gave me a certificate to say honorary Scouser.
Oh,
I'll
that's
have to
cool.
dig it out. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've still got it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
right. So Hiren went back to Leicester, didn't you?
Yes.
To be
almost
with your
every-
fambo.
Yes, to be with family.
Yeah, to be with his family, and then he's back working here. But we just want a little catch up of what have you been doing in the last 7 years then?
So when I went back, I was going to start a DIY business to help retired people not to get ripped off.
Well done.
But then I got an opportunity to work in shop fitting.
Yep.
So it was such a crazy transition back to Leicester, and I can still remember it to this day. Wednesday, I loaded the car, drove back to Leicester, unloaded the car, only unpacked my clothes because on Friday morning I was traveling to Milton Keynes to meet a friend, and we went to Windsor to pick up another friend to go to Southampton for a university reunion. Didn't get back to Leicester till 7 p.m. on the Sunday. And then 5 o'clock Monday morning, I'm at my friend's house traveling down to Reading to start my new job.
Amazing.
And it wasn't until literally we had 2 weeks off of Christmas, and that's when I finally settled back into Leicester. It took me like 3 months of working out of town.
Yeah.
So yeah, did that for 2.5 years. And then towards the end of 2019, I was like, right, I'm going to be 40 next year. So in 2020. And I said, the last few years in my business here in Liverpool was super busy. The last few years in construction was busy. I'm taking a year out and see what happens. So I don't know if you guys can remember on Facebook during 2020, when the lockdown and all of that happened, I had my allotment.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
I
we
wanted
did,
to talk
yeah.
about the allotment because
Yeah,
he's
so-
alive, which is
Yeah,
cool.
so that project for me was before COVID even hit the news. So for me, it was kind of like COVID in the sense of how it affected a lot of people didn't really affect me because I had somewhere to go that we were allowed to go to.
Yeah.
And it was literally walking distance, like 200 yards from my house.
Oh, amazing.
So I used to walk back and forth with my wheelbarrow, and I didn't even need a vehicle or anything.
Yeah.
So it was nice. Yeah, it was a crazy project because I said to myself before getting the allotment that everything I wanted to do at retirement, I'm going to start now and see what
Yeah.
happens. And one of them was growing vegetables, and one of them was doing woodwork, which I've always enjoyed. So yeah, I built a path, I built a shed, I built a 12,000 litre water collection system, and it's like crazy. Yeah. And I was absolutely in my element. I think that year I found myself per se. And then as you briefly mentioned, I know I'm going to repeat because I've been watching the video that I did after the accident happened. I'm going to repeat what I said.
Yeah.
I had a fight with a 2,000 kilogram machine traveling at 60 miles per hour, and I won.
Yeah.
Yes.
100%.
Which I still cannot get my head around.
I don't know.
I know, I was looking at the scar.
You can see there's a scar there, and you can't see that one.
Oh yeah, you can see a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, so I've got two metal plates in this arm. Yeah.
So Hiren was hit by a car, if you don't know what the 200-ton.
Yeah, so it was a big car traveling at about 55, 60 miles an hour. But the funny thing was, my friend who witnessed it all, it was actually the wing mirror that clipped me, not the car, because I did jump out of the way. But
Did
because
you
of the
forward roll
speed,
as well?
I should have done. I was like, yeah,
Come on,
Hiren. But it was really crazy. It was really crazy because a week later when he came to see me in hospital.
But you were in hospital for a long time. You did serious
No,
damage.
it was only 6 days, you know.
That's a long time. Not like a day or a couple of hours.
Yeah. I was walking, so that was on the Tuesday. I was walking on the Wednesday.
Wow.
Yeah, I had torn ACL, torn
Yeah.
MCL in my knee, anterior cruciate ligament.
Yeah.
Broken rib, cuts and gashes everywhere, and broken arm. Yeah.
And you were in a.
No. Only on the transport to hospital.
In case you
Yeah,
had a
just-
neck injury.
Yeah. One of them.
I have to tell you a funny story about that actually. And I didn't remember it until the nurse came to tell me the next day when she said, "Can you remember what you said to that consultant?" And I'm like, "This is in A&E, I'm all morphined up." And I was like, "Which consultant?" There was a few, and she goes, "You know, the Asian one." I'm like, "Oh yeah, did I tell him he had bad breath?" She goes, "You did." And she says to me, "We've been trying to tell him for 2 years." You come in. Because he was right in my face. You know what? God love his soul, you know. I know he was there to help me, but you know when you're on morphine, I would never tell anyone that. But I was on morphine and drugged up, and he was so close to my face, and he was talking like quietly, and I put up with it, and I was like, I'm really sorry, but your breath stinks.
It's another red moment.
It was, and
Oh, that's amazing.
and then it was about an hour later, because the guys I work with now, I'd agreed to come back to work with them for a couple of days a month.
Yeah.
So literally on that Sunday before I got run over, I said to my friend, "Yeah, rest of the month I'll do Thursday, Friday." So that Thursday I was meant to work. So while I'm all morphined up and I'm still in A&E and I had my phone on, I was like, "Oh, I need to tell him I can't make it." So I'm phoning him, and he wakes up. He's like, "Oh, sorry, did I wake you up?" And he's like, "Yeah, what's up?" I was like, "Yeah, I just got run over by a car, so I don't think I can work on Thursday."
But it was like 2 o'clock in the
And
morning.
he's like, what? It's about 11 o'clock at night or something. And he goes, I'll call you tomorrow. And then, we spoke the next day. But I have to say, morphine does funny things to you.
Does it?
Yeah.
I've never had it.
No, I actually refused it from the Wednesday night. I refused it because I asked the nurse on the Wednesday, I said, "What are these tablets?" She goes, "Morphine, whatever else it was." And I was like, I don't like the way it makes me feel. But it was my first ever experience of how people can get addicted to it
100%.
because it just numbed my brain, and I'm like, I don't like that feeling.
Yeah.
You know, I want to know what's going on. She goes, so when she said, "We recommend you take it because of the pain," I was like, I'd rather feel the pain.
Wow.
So I know if I'm healing or not.
Yeah.
But I'd have to admit, I would never have said that if I hadn't experienced construction because of the dints and the hurts and the hammers falling everywhere and slipping on ice and working in
Because
ice.
you're tough now, aren't you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
little tiny.
I've softened up a little bit.
I was picking it up there.
Yeah, come on. I can't hide the truth. I've softened up a little bit, but I'm toughening up again.
So Cheryl Flynn's listening.
Oh, hi, Cheryl.
So Cheryl says, "Welcome back, Hiren. Lovely to see you with the Fab Helen. Never realised you knew each other." Yes, we do.
World.
It is a small world.
It is a small world.
Yeah.
Yeah, so fast forward, went through recovery, and you know, like as strong as my mindset was, it was what ended up happening was because of more so the ribs. I wasn't sleeping well.
Okay.
So then when you don't sleep well, you don't feel well. And it was then like,
Yeah.
okay, now the challenges begin.
Yeah.
You know, that I can recover this way, but what's going on in my head? And, you know, fortunately, and the funny thing is, I was just talking to a friend about this, and I want to bring this up in this situation, which was while I was in hospital and the couple of days I came out, I knew that nobody drinks, as he was a drunk driver, and I did know him beforehand. And I knew that nobody drinks that much that they're so inebriated that they do this much damage unless they've got some emotional trauma going on.
Yeah.
And I just knew it. But then during the next 18 months, you know, you get the emotionals and then your life kind of comes to a halt, but then you find new things and you kind of go back and forth. And I had various different careers before I got back into shop fitting again. And it wasn't until all the criminal stuff and everything was finished that I realized through the court case that he had been going through some really bad challenges in life.
Right.
And I just thought in my head, I was like, I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it. Because, you know, I can't believe I'm going to say this publicly, but I always knew he was a good person.
Yeah.
Because I talked to him. He's from the allotments. We got on well. We went on each other's plots, but somehow, some reason, it was me that something had happened. And, you know, I did a video as well where I said, I'm glad it was me that actually had that accident, because in that car park where it happened, we have children playing in the summertime. We have really old people walking around there. And it was...
The outcome could have been so much different.
Yeah, it was crazy because, like, obviously I see myself in the mirror and I'm like, my body shape is changing from all the digging I was doing, the concrete slabs I was lifting and everything. But the nurse who saw me in the hospital the next day said the consultant who saw me at the night was going to come along as well. And they came along and they actually said, we're surprised you didn't die or got a neck injury. But what they did was, I didn't know this, but while I was on all the morphine, they were like checking out my body, and the muscles either side of my spine and my neck were so prominent that probably what saved my back from breaking.
Wow.
Because of all the digging.
Because all the digging. You were physical with your job before.
Yeah, but I tell you what, doing an allotment is so much different, And I still count my blessings that I'm alive. You know?
We count our blessings as well.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, definitely. Because it's a weird feeling, isn't it? Like whenever anyone goes through a challenge that is like this was for me. Everyone goes through their own challenges, but for me, it was like, you know how spiritual I was as well. Yeah. It's like there's a reason, and I found that reason. Yeah. You know, I found the reason I've got to be alive, which is to lift others up. You know, so yeah.
And you've always done that.
I have, yeah.
You've been quite spiritual. You've always lifted people. You've always been like the champion for others, haven't you?
Yeah. I love seeing people win. I love seeing, no matter how small it is, I just love seeing any sort of win for other people. It just gives me that boost that, yes, it's good, you know.
So fast forward then, you're fighting fit from your injury.
Fighting fit from my injury.
You're back on the shop fitting.
Got back on the shop fitting. Back on the tools. Able to make things, repair things, put up walls, build stairs. I've done recently some steps.
Ooh,
doing some painting today, woodwork today. Tomorrow I've got some plasterboards to put up.
Traveling rounds again?
This week I'm in Liverpool, and then from next week I'll be traveling around again because my primary role is to do small repairs in the shops we've already built.
Okay.
So from next week I'll be on the road doing day trips. So I think I'm going to go to Scotland for 3 days as well.
Nice.
Got to go down to Bournemouth for maybe 2 weeks, do some work down there. So back to traveling around. And I actually just wrote in my journal today, on the weekends I need to make time to mix my compost on the allotment. So I've made an epic compost this time. Okay. Yeah, the first year I did like practicing like 5-6 different ways of doing it. Then in my second year, even when I had the injuries, I was collecting leaves. So I wasn't able to drive, but I'd go to the park with my rake and black bags, and I'd fill 2 black bags up, put them in a wheelbarrow, and then take them to the allotment. But then last year, with all the weeds, the compost I collected, people from their houses, their old compost from their plant pots, cardboard and all sorts of stuff. I've got almost 10 tons of compost that needs mixing.
You'll be busy.
I loved it. Yeah. I was even contemplating selling it for £1 a pound. I'm like, 100%, I'll make like 200-300 quid off it now. I'll probably use it on my own plot and give it to the fellow allotmenteers. Yeah. Because
do a little trade-off with them.
Do you know what? It's really so easy to do the trade-off because there's a lot of older people there who don't have vehicles and can't travel. Yeah. And I've often just given them loads of stuff, and then when it's peak season, they're like, "Oh, do you want these little plants?" And I'm like, "Yeah." They offer money, but I'm like, "No, just give me the veg, give me the plants." Yeah. You know, I'd rather have that than any sort of.
And have you cooked anything that you've grown, or does mum do the cooking?
Yeah, mum's done the cooking on most of it. To be fair, I do cook some stuff, but mum's the chef.
I was going to say you don't really need to when you've got your mum because she's an
Yeah, she's
the best. What did we have?
No, the
Fish goujons. Did we have? You brought them and she'd made them
yes,
for us,
yes.
and they were just the nice. I'm not a fish lover, but they were the nicest
Nice.
things that we've ever.
I still
Chai-
talk about
is it
them
chai
to this
tea
day.
recipe?
Yeah, the chai tea as well. Yeah, yeah.
We tried toning it down, didn't we? But it's still quite.
Oh, I brought the actual spice, didn't I?
Yeah.
You guys? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Next time I'm around, I'll make sure I pack some more for you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah. It's
Fish goujons, that was the start. I
Fish
think.
goujons were amazing.
Lovely.
They were so
Yeah.
nice. My uncle Ron says you're better than Monty Don.
Yes, thanks, Uncle Ron.
Yeah, 100%. You know,
Yeah.
no flies on our Hiren here,
No.
isn't that, you know? Yeah. So you're travelling around, you're doing a bit of shop fitting and stuff like that.
Yes.
What else are you doing?
To be fair, that's all really. To be
Yeah.
fair, yeah, just
Quite a lot.
yeah. I to be fair, like I've always enjoyed reading books, listening to
Mhm.
podcasts. So fortunately, with the driving, I get to do a lot more of
Yes.
podcasts and things.
What's your favourite podcast?
It varies on my mood.
You have a
To be
mixture.
fair, varies on my mood. Yeah, at the moment, to be fair, I'm learning more about communication and conversations. How to be more present in conversations.
Nice.
How to become a better listener, because I've always been the guy that interrupts halfway through.
That was my thing, and I've just interrupted you, but that was my
It's
thing.
okay.
as
You're
well.
you're the radio host.
No,
it's
no,
all
it's
good
really
now,
not.
nice.
So it should be even more so that I
It should
like
be
this.
even more so.
You should just sit like this all the way through, really.
Yeah, no,
I
no.
get too excited.
It's okay. It's all good.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, no, it's like I've always been into psychology and personalities and just people in general and how we think and how we operate, and it's just nice, that I can do those things as well while I
Yeah.
work. So yeah, like even today I had one earbud in while I had my ear defenders on, and
Oh, okay.
yeah, just listen to stuff, and, and my friends at work are like, "What are you listening to?" Because there's one guy, I can't remember what he was saying, but he just kept saying, "Go get it, go get it." And as I'm walking down with these bits of walls, I'm like, "Go get it, go get it." Like, what are you listening
Yeah,
to?
what?
Yeah, what are you listening to? Yeah. And I've started to do this. Funny thing is because I've recognized my personality type, and I am an introverted deep thinker. So when I'm left to myself, but the deep thinking can like quite quickly spiral to pessimism and
Yeah.
judging. And that's because of my personality type of wanting things to be perfect. So then pessimism and judgmental type thoughts come in. And it's happened on site yesterday. As I was walking and I was having these thoughts, I literally like, "Stop it, that's not you." I actually have to say it out loud to listen to myself. They're like, who are you talking to? I'm just talking to myself.
I would love to be
I've
able
done
to
that on the
do that.
streets. I've done that. When he's just like, "Stop it, it's not you." I tried to do it the calm way out. I tried to say it just in my head, but
It doesn't work.
No.
Stop right now. Thank
Yeah,
you very
because
much.
when you
Did
do it
know
out
that was-
loud, and if you're out in public and someone sees you, you just kind of go, "Oh yeah, that worked." Or if you're on set, and people are like pointing at you like, "Yeah, it worked." Yeah.
Amazing.
Parts of me haven't changed.
No,
Parts of me
and we
haven't
don't want
changed. No,
No,
we don't.
no,
No,
that's
a
no,
change.
we don't want to.
So you're doing any holistic therapies, anything still?
Not really. I do have some Reiki clients that I do
Okay.
distantly, but it's I could do those things. So if you can remember when I was doing the massage therapies
Yeah.
full time, I had the choice to continue doing
Mhm.
those when I had the second operation on my wrist,
Mhm.
or to change careers, and that's when that transition came.
Yeah.
That 2-3 months of deciding what to do. I help people out. Like my mum's got some back challenges, or if friends have got some challenges, then I'll give them a quick hand, give them a quick
Little
treatment.
whack.
Yeah. I did that mum's back the last week
Mhm.
actually. Yeah. So yeah, I still enjoy it.
Mhm.
People still text me for advice,
Yeah, I can
so it's not
imagine.
too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even on site, when people have got like pulled a muscle or something, I'm
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, go on then."
Yeah.
I'm lost
Yeah.
without you, I'm not going to lie.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's all right.
Mm.
I even thought about it. Like my friends said, "You're going to take your massage?" I don't have one.
We will get you one.
Yeah.
We'll just
yeah.
put a shout out. Somebody will arrive with one in a minute.
Oh, the friend I went to see before coming here, when I told her that, "Oh, I'm gonna have to like leave a little bit early," she goes, "Oh, have you got another appointment after me?" I'm like, "What do you mean appointment?" She goes, "When you're booking your treatments in."
Booking a little appointment.
Booking an appointment in, yeah.
Amazing.
It's good to be back. Actually, it's really good to be back. Really good to be back in town. Yeah.
So we're going to quickly wrap up now because we need to catch up a little bit more. But before we do, we're going to give a shout out to any grown-ups. So any grown-ups who've done amazing things this week. Any adults?
My sister probably. So Angela, who, to be fair, without her, I'd be lost. So she's organised afternoon tea and she picked the kids up. And I came home from our walk on Saturday and she cleaned my house. So
She is well in, Ange.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very
Well
nice.
done, Ange. Big shout out to
Well
Ange.
done,
Any grown-ups?
Yeah, I'll say my colleague actually, and site supervisor Ham. His name is Hemant. Everyone calls him Ham. I'll tell you a story about that quickly, actually. Because when he was a kid at school, he always took ham sandwiches. So everybody, his friends named him Ham, so he stuck with him now. You ask him what he wants for a sandwich, he goes, ham sandwich. He still has his favorite meat. So yeah, he's an amazing site manager, foreman, has a lot of banter, gets the job done. And yeah, it's definitely give a shout out to him. Yeah, it's been a stressful couple of days for him as well. But he's on the ball, so it's all good. Yeah, everyone's still laughing, and we walked out smiling. So that's what it's about.
Yeah.
I'm going to give a shout out to Sandra Scott. So Sandra normally presents with us, but she's got a big, massive report that she's got to do for tomorrow for part of the school. So big, massive shout out to her. Just sort it out, mate, and just still have a little bit of a chill for yourself because she's just a little bit under pressure with everything that's going on. Plus, she's going to be a blue badge tour guide in the city.
Oh, is she?
So she's doing the training. So she was in Liverpool Cathedral on Saturday and Sunday. But you have to learn everything. Yeah. She has to learn loads.
She's got it though. She's good at that stuff, though, isn't she?
Yeah. She is good at that. Yeah. So she's doing all that. So big shout out to her. Hopefully she'll be back next week. And book podcast that you're reading that you can share with the listeners.
I don't have time for a podcast or a book, but you've given me a bookmark.
I have. So I'm an origami ninja.
Is that what that is?
Yeah. So I'm going on holiday on Monday, so I'm going to take a book, and it'll be the first one I've read in 6 years.
Oh,
very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Is she going to read? Okay, this or that. Is Rachel Walker going to read the book on a girls' holiday?
No.
I like the intention. I like the thought process
there.
by it. I think I'll get a book and read it.
Yeah.
I like that.
I've got the book.
Oh, you've got the book. What is it?
Rachel's Holiday.
Oh, Rachel's Holiday.
Very
I
nice.
reckon she'll read 11 pages.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, that'll be on the plane. What do you reckon?
No, I reckon she'll get through more of it. I reckon on the plane she'll get to the point when Rachel starts to do those activities, and then I reckon Rachel's going to do something.
A little inventory.
Yeah. Tick that off. Let me check the guide. Let me check the tour guide. Yeah.
Amazing. I'm reading Alex Scott's biography, which is very, very good. So Alex Scott, the footballer, she's very good.
Nice.
And I'm listening to what have I just started? Oh, the 4 Hour Working Week.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
So they reckon as much time as you've got, you'll fill it. So if I give you 30 hours to do something, you'll take the 30 hours.
Yeah.
If I give you 10, you'll do it in 10.
Yeah.
So it's about just do it in 4.
Yeah, just do it.
Just have the rest of the week off.
That's it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Nice.
I know. We're on it.
Yeah. If that works.
I know. Do you have a closing quote mantra that you live by?
Something new that I've adopted is it's a combination that it's part of my morning and evening affirmation that I only added it recently, and it's I see greatness in everyone, and the other one is everybody's doing the best that they can do, and by adopting those two, it just changes how I see people again, and it's like it's okay, they're just doing the best they can do
with what they know.
Yeah, with what they know and how they apply it, where they are, and
yeah.
etc. So it's just kind of, it just takes the pressure off being judgmental, doesn't it? That's it. Yeah.
Cool. Well, we're going to go and catch up. Thank you very much to Rach. I'm sure you will see it again because she was a great co-host, whether she likes it or not. She's going to be in. And yeah, maybe we're going to have a little catch up. And thank you, Charlie, for joining us. Charlie's over there, by the way. So yeah, thanks everybody, and we will see you all next week.
Yes.
So let's give him a wave.
Bye. Bye-bye.